Today's lesson starts with a man in a familiar situation. He has credit card debt. His score is slipping, something he's proud of. Every time he sits down to study, to work, to build his future, the number pops into his head. He opens the laptop, thinks about the balance, and suddenly an hour is gone with nothing done. On top of that, he is looking after family, trying to be present, but half his attention is trapped in worry about money. If that feels close to home, listen carefully. You are in the study of the silent kings. We do not run from reality here. We look it in the eye. I want to give you a piece of wisdom from an unlikely source. Bill Ackman, a Wall Street shark, billionaire investor, not a man I would copy in most areas of life, but you are not here to worship or hate anyone. You are here to learn. Strong men are able to separate the lesson from the person. You can see the flaws and still take the wisdom. Years ago, Ackman lost billions on a single investment. For him, that number was enormous. For you, it might be 10,000 on a card, a student loan, a car payment you regret. The scale is different. The feeling is the same. He could not wake up and magic that loss away in a week. He knew the only way out was the same way trading works, the same way the gym works, the same way life works, compounding. Instead of staring at the giant hole, he focused on what he could do each day to move things one step in the right direction. He kept building his fund, his reputation, his deals. He kept getting up, making decisions, taking smart risk, stacking small gains. He did not let the big number dominate every thought. He gave his energy to the actions that would eventually crush it. That is the shift you need. Right now, you may look at your debt and think, it will take me years. You are right, but those years are coming. Whether you move or not, you can spend them frozen, replaying the same worry, or you can spend them compounding your way out. The man who wrote to me said, "It is constantly on my mind. When I try to focus, I feel overwhelmed. I overthink so much that hours pass with no progress." That is exactly how a heavy number destroys men, not by the interest rate only, but by stealing their focus and making them do nothing. Debt on paper is one thing. Debt in your head is another. The number is real. The panic is optional. First, accept where you are. You owe what you owe. It already happened. You cannot outthink yesterday. You can only outwork tomorrow. Then you make a quiet deal with yourself. From today on, the big number is background noise. You will not ignore it, but you will not stare at it all day either. Your job is simple. 1. Protect your life from collapsing. 2. Use every day to become the kind of man who can crush this debt and never repeat it. That looks like 2 tracks running side by side. Track 1 is money. You look at your income, your expenses, your habits. You work more if you have to. Cut waste, chase better opportunities, ask for more responsibility, learn skills that increase your value. You aim to increase the amount you can put towards the debt, even if at first it is a small amount. Track 2 is the man himself. You do not let your health fall apart. You keep training. You eat like someone who respects himself. You stay involved with your family, present when you are with them, not half gone in anxiety. Small wins in both tracks are what keep you sane. Maybe you can only pay an extra $100 this month. Maybe you can only save $50. Maybe your big win today is not financial at all, but you finally did 90 minutes of real work instead of staring at the screen in fear. It all counts. What you must not do is sit there comparing today's small action to the full size of the debt and saying, "What is the point?" The point is this. If you keep taking small right actions, the gap will close. If you do nothing, it will not. There are only 2 paths. Let the number paralyze you until you sink deeper, or use the number as a reminder to live with more intention than you ever have. One day you will look back at the balance that scares you now and realize it was not a curse. It was the moment you stopped living casually with money and started living like a king. You are listening to the Silent Kings. If this gave you clarity, subscribe and stay close. And send this to one man who is staring at a number and forgetting that he still has time, hands and a mind. That is today's lesson. Now go take one concrete step, then another.